Oh, hiya, Gazanias! How's it meowing, everything? How's it meowing? Good, 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 and happy Wednesday, Nimby! How's it meowing? And yes, action version, zoom in faster than Super Sentai Mecha! Yeah! And hello, Goza! How's it meowing? Yes, yeah. So, I'm very glad to say that the system I set up is working better than I expected. Okay, so without further meow, let's meow. Kachi in the house here, and welcome to the Caturteer-Channel. Kachi is an animated artist VTuber I do live today on the mention at on the birds of meowing stingers. How's it meowing? Yes, yeah. And at a place called Dave and Buster and eating good food. I've actually never heard of Dave and Buster, yeah, but that name sounds cool. That name sounds like, you know, like a super robot anime. Dabo and Buster. I'm sorry. Yes, how's it meowing everything? Yes, yeah, because today I've been trying out quite a bit of new things today, including working outdoors. Yes, yeah, I actually did a lot of work outdoors today, yeah, rigging specifically. So yeah, there was a bit of a test set up for me in the afternoon, yeah. Also because in the afternoon, I don't know, do you ever have those days where you wake up and then your throat just feels like your throat doesn't feel like it, yeah? Yeah. Then my throat, when I woke up, didn't feel like it. It's just one of those days where it just feels iffy. Okay. Alright. Yes, Momo. Okay. But how's it meowing today, yeah? Also, does it help that yesterday I was in the rain? Okay, so for those who didn't know, yesterday I was actually outdoors. I was also testing my stuff outdoors, yeah. So I was actually drawing outdoors last night, yeah. So I was like, you know, drawing, studying the night, how lighting works in the outdoor areas, yeah. So I was like, yeah, studying my drawing, doing drawing practice and on, yeah. And then, you know, suddenly it just rain hard. Okay, yeah. And what happened after that, yeah? After it rained hard last night, yeah, I basically I took out my umbrella and the first thing I sheltered was my tablet. Okay, and all the way home I was sheltering my tablet and my equipment. And the cat reached home wet. Like everything else was pretty much dry except me. Life of an artist, okay, yeah? You shelter your equipment over yourself with an umbrella. Yes, yeah. And hello tonight. How's it turning? Yes, yeah. Alright, so yes, tonight. How's do you see my message tonight? Okay, I'm not sure because I've not checked my my stuff yet, yeah. But hiya tonight. Hello, turning very good. Yes, yeah. Okay, so a quick shout out to tonight. Yay! Tonight I just woke up. Okay, the funny part is, hello! Aquam creates. How's it meowing? Coffee! Coffee, itadaku desu ka? No problem, yeah. But yes, I'm still fixing all my shout out things, okay, yeah. And everything's like 90% broken at the moment. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Today, yeah, I was like just talking about what happens when I do stuff. Yes, yeah. Okay, so what I I actually need to do today, okay, is I actually need to get a couple of things loaded in here. I realized as I start stream, I forgot to sort out my files. Yes, yeah. I messed up. Yes, I semi messed up. Yeah, later. Okay, yeah. You try to wait a couple of hours before I drink coffee. I see, yeah. And thank you so much for 52 months of shabby shabbies. Yeah. And hello there, Harinyan. Are you in a hurry today, Dunyan? Okay. Anyways, yeah. I didn't particularly mess up, but it's more of because I have a very, very brand new setup today, yeah. So I actually am trying to, like, you know, I'll figure out how I'm gonna do my setup, yeah. How I'm gonna do my how I'm gonna do a lot of my content moving forward as well, yeah. So in general, there's not gonna be much changes on my streaming stuff. I think most of the changes are going to be on my YouTube side of things, yeah. If you do not, for those who have not realized yet, today I'm streaming on 2 YouTube channels. Yay! Okay, I'm actually streaming on my today I'm streaming on my Caturteer-Channel and my Caturteer-Channel. So basically, I'm streaming both on the horizontal normal video format, yeah, and I'm streaming in vertical format, yeah. So the vertical format is also in preparations for me to try to start streaming over on TikTok. Actually, aside from TikTok, yeah, the other platform I was actually more interested in streaming at is Instagram. However, I'm not too familiar with the. I need to get 1,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, and I'm like, how does one grow Instagram account? Instagram is suspiciously sassy, okay? Yeah. Yeah, also today I did find, like, you know, some people that I not really work with. I found very interesting Discord for animation stuff and all, yeah. So I'm actually kind of glad. I'll probably talk more about it shortly, yeah. But I kind of like, I'm happy to see, like, you know, a bunch of like-minded animators and all in the space, yeah. So I'm actually quite happy to see, yeah, there's people try to build an alternative to YouTube, because lately YouTube is, like, you know, filled with AI. To be fair, like, there are certain things where okay, I'm not gonna be, like, you know, defending AI or what, okay, but there's some content where I think visuals are not needed. Yes, yeah. So I don't know how many of you have actually felt like you have a YouTube video, you have it on, and you're listening to it in the background. You actually don't care what's on screen, yeah. Which means there's actually no value to whatever is on screen. Sometimes, yeah. AI feeding back, yeah, I know, right? Okay, so I was saying, imagine you're on screen, okay, not on stream, yeah, like, you know, you're doing work, people just leave. I'm not talking about music, okay, yeah, music is one thing, but there are a lot of, like, podcasts, there's a lot of, like, you know, discussion content where you actually don't have to look at the screen, just listen, okay. I don't know if you actually feel like there are a lot of content that are like that they consume on YouTube, yeah. And hello, Roka Erica. Yeah. How's it meowing? So yeah, so the reason why I brought this whole discussion up per se, yeah, is I feel that that sort of content is what attracts people to use AI videos. Isn't it? Like, okay, let's be honest. Why will you put effort? Well, let's not talk about whether AI good or bad, yeah. But it's more of, why would you put effort into a video where you know, half the time you need that strong you know, I need you're just putting your visuals there just to as a placeholder 99% of the time, yeah. Okay, visuals don't really matter in a lot of this, you know, discussion topics, yeah, and all. So I personally feel that, you know, when people use AI for such things, yes, AI is bad, don't get me wrong, yeah, but I feel like, yeah, I sort of understand you, because if you don't put any moving visuals on your YouTube video, you're basically, you know, thrown to the bottom of the algorithm sometimes, yeah. Which is sad. Why can YouTube not just have videos and, you know, audio stuff nicely coexist, yeah? Why must you like force people to put content and rise to the top algorithm, yeah? It's kind of stupid if you ask me, yeah. Like, I wish we're not like beholden the algorithm that way, yeah. And AI video looks so weird. Talking about AI videos, okay, I want to like criticize an AI video that I saw recently, okay, yeah, by none other than the Salty Game developers Riot. Wait, why is YouTube site a vertical one? Yeah. Oh, there are two YouTube streams at the moment. Yeah. Yes, there's a vertical stream. I think you can see bracket vertical. If your title is bracket vertical, yeah, you're watching a vertical stream, yeah. If not, you can head over to my main stream, which is the not vertical stream. Does that make sense? Yes, I got two YouTube streams going on at the same time. Yes, yeah. I just about animating, yeah. So you need to animate. So you needed to animate your drawings. I personally, to be honest, yeah, if you're bad at animating, yeah, I feel like one thing you can always do for such things, yeah, is to actually learn, basic animation, not in terms of like, you know, live 2D or 2D animation, the sort of things, yeah. The other forms of animation which can be done, which is more in the motion graphic side of things, yeah. So if you see the especially in the visual novels, the earlier visual novels, yeah, I just can't think of it off my mind right now, yeah, but there are a lot of shows where they actually animate pictures versus animating an animation, yeah. So there's something you can actually look into. Aquan creates, yeah, and those can be really. Oh, Vocaloid love to do that, yeah. Vocaloids and VTuber music videos love to animate still images, yeah. So I think that's one very important aspect where, you know, if you're bad at doing like rigging, you're bad at doing frame of frame animation, yeah, you can always consider doing motion graphic stuff, yeah. Yeah. And yes, the music video, the AI music video Riot made was so. The AI music video Riot made. Okay. Can I say something very stupid here, yeah? I have seen the AI music video that Riot made, yeah. Okay. And yes, shame on them that they have done. They have used AI. But do you know what's a bigger shame on them, yeah? I've seen people done better AI videos than them. Like $1 million company can't utilize AI better than a guy sitting in this basement, yeah? While both are like, you know, AI crap being shut out, yeah? Alright, at the end of the day, why is $1 million company losing out to a guy sitting in the basement, yeah? I think that's a bigger issue with what the is wrong with you, Riot, yeah? First, you don't pay your artists, yeah? Because you're using AI. Secondly, you're losing to indie in the basement. Seriously, what is wrong? Yes, yeah. I try to make it look good if you're going to skip out 90% of the work. I know, right? Okay, like, I am not, I'm not very supportive of AI. Okay, yeah? Alright, AI, art, AI, animation on, yeah. But there are some AI projects, okay? It gives me very weird feelings, yeah. Like, on one hand, you go like, holy shit, yeah. How is AI getting this? That of course we know that they scrap our work. Okay, they took our works without our permissions. Yeah, but at the same time, you know, while some things look amazing, it's also like it's actually quite scary for as an animator and artist. Yeah, like, you know, people are just churning out things without any effort. Yeah, while there's no soul, there's nothing behind the work sometimes. Yeah, it's just, you know, it can be intimidating. Yeah, yeah, like AI can be intimidating, especially when they look really good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't still live on actual artists. Yeah, but at the same time, it's very scary. Okay. That reminds me, I need to unsubscribe from someone right now. Because I couldn't stand his take on things here. I would be... Okay, so here's the thing. Alright, Alright, so here's the thing. There's a difference between, you know, me liking your you using AI, okay, and you don't like brag about it, okay, yeah, and you using AI and saying stupid things. Alright, yeah. Sadly, one YouTube channel that I have been pretty huge fan of, okay, actually did the second thing here, where they actually use AI and say stupid things. Alright, yeah, like, to me, that's a no-no. Yeah, like, everybody have their own views on AI, and I try to, well, I don't like it, okay, we can agree to disagree, yeah, but there are some people who really just shit on artists, yeah, and those are the kind which I need to throw you down the dustbin, I need to flush you down the toilet, yeah, and you shouldn't exist anymore, yeah. But that's my stand on it, yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna name this. I'm gonna shame this channel, okay, yeah, because I don't think there's any need for me to like hide their identity. Okay, I'm not even gonna post their link. If you're subscribed to them, then you can cry and maybe join me in unsubscribing from them, yeah. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so the channel I'm talking about is Shadiversity. Okay, yeah. So what I love about their content, yeah, is they actually talk about medieval swords. They do swords comparison and all that, which I think is actually really, really interesting, yeah. However, you know, I have the Timu part is not of importance, yeah. Okay, so the thing is, I have never been I had no issue with them, like, you know, using AI art in some of their stuff, because I can't control everybody's stuff here. Let's be honest, even Mr. Beast is using AI. Okay? Even, like, you know, a lot of podcast channels are using AI, and I am not a fan of it. Okay, yeah? But I don't think it's like the worst offenders here. Okay, so this guy, however, yes, you thought he was more of a source. Do you see my point here? He will like, you're like, in fact, they say he is a swords knowledge channel here, is where my problem lies. Okay? Right, is where my problem lies to begin with here. Where is that thing that he talked about? Okay, yeah. Alright, so the long story short, let's okay. Diversity can be I can draw but I don't enjoy okay, it's a bit, he's caught in a lot of controversy lately, yeah, because of this thing. So as a summary of it, yeah, it's a big thing. No, production value is one thing, yeah. So what he did, okay, let me just, the problem is I like to scrub through the whole thing, yeah, because it's a bit worse than, you know, what I would normally expect from artists, okay, yeah. What I expect from someone who is content creating is a lot more worse than I was expecting. So his standpoint, let me try to find his samples, okay. Alright. So, as a summary, he says he draws the thing on the left. Okay? And then he used AI to finish it on the right. So his idea of it is, oh, because I do the thing on the right is my art. The thing on the right is something created by me. Yeah. Do you see the problem there, Nia? Do you see the problem there, Nia? Like saying you use AI art is one thing, yeah, but saying that the thing on the right is my art because I gave it the sketch on the left. So, else like saying I don't like finishing the artwork, so it is my artwork because I can draw a sketch and because I inputted into my sketch here, alright? I input my sketch in here, that's why whatever is on the right is my art. Exactly! It's exactly 100 artists client for you. This is the reason why I cannot stand his take on things here. You know, there are some people who say their content where, hey, I generate things, okay? Right? So you can see original artwork on the left, converted on the right. These are things like the things he draw on the left, let's be fair, it's actually not too bad. Okay, yeah, but he says I like the one on the right. On the right is my artwork, yeah. Do you see the problem of it, yeah? Like, it's just sad. Okay? That's huge, right? Right, Hero, do you see what I mean, yeah? Where he is SWOT's discussion channel, yeah? Okay? I don't know. I think this is worse than tracing, to be honest, yeah. Okay? But this is a SWOT's discussion channel, yeah? And he claims such things on his own social media and on here. So, that's it. I unsubscribe. That's how he lost my subscription, yeah. Okay. Well, let me open the door for Mumu first, yeah? Momo's out now. But yeah, the thing is, well, it's not 100% AI generating. Yeah, the fact is, you know, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, like to me as a creator and on here, art is about the journey. Art is about the yes, it's a Ghibli art thingy. That's one, but he also did other things. Yes, it started from the Ghibli art thingy, yeah. You know, yes, do your own research anyways, yeah. So there's a lot of things where I cannot actually do it, yeah. So personally, yeah, it's a case of I can. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, yeah. But you should not, like, you know, claim credit for things you do, yeah, via AI. If it's done by AI, just say it's done by AI, yeah. Even kids in secondary school and primary school in Singapore, yeah, can say, I did my homework with AI. Fair. At least you could say that you did your homework with AI, right, yeah? Right? Right? You don't say, I did my homework myself, yeah, but it's just copy pasta from AI. Okay? No, it's not a style transfer problem, yeah. I think it's just overall the integrity as an artist, yeah, and also shitting on artists' hard work. Yes, yeah, like all of us have spent so much time to train and build up our art skills, yeah, and then you know, these people just come in and say, oh, do you really need to earn that? No, you just need to draw something basic and then AI can fix it for you, yeah. Do you see the problem here? Yeah, I hate the users that use AI, try to hide them and get mad when people pointed out, yeah. Like, if AI isn't bad to you, then why are you ashamed? Exactly my point, yeah. I hate AI bros. I hate crypto bros, okay, yeah? But I could at least respect them that they are very front and forward that I use AI to generate my NFTs. At the very least, yes, I can hate your project, yeah. But at least I respect your honesty, yeah. That's one thing, yeah. Yeah. Whereas someone like this has no integrity, so I'm sorry. Yes, yeah. Those guys too much. Okay, but then again, I do not expect. I mean, I can talk about it, yeah, but I cannot expect, like, you know, every single person who is vaguely, you know, watching art stuff and all to like, hey guys, let's okay. Let's read about AI every single day. Yeah. I don't think that's fair in any capacity. Yeah. So I don't, like, you know, blame anyone per se, but at the same time, like, you know, I don't blame you for not being aware about such things. Yeah. But also, like, I cannot be I cannot deny that I'm annoyed with it. Yes, yeah. Okay. So otherwise, let's hop over to my art scene today. Alright. So I have messed up royally, by the way. Okay, yeah, and I'm not afraid to explain to you my mess up, okay, yeah. So which tablet is better to draw my art stuff on, yeah? My Samsung tablet or, okay, right? So the thing is my Samsung tablet the problem, yeah? Okay, I mean it's sorry. Okay, which tablet is better to draw on? My Samsung tablet or my XP pen, yeah? And the answer is my XP pen. The problem I messed up with, okay, yeah, because you know how comfortable it is to, like, you know, lie on your bed to do drawings, yeah, okay. The amount of brushes, all right, and assets I've actually stockpiled and prepared on my tablet, it's a lot greater than what I have on my a lot greater and more decked out compared to what I have on my PC. So essentially, my tools on my tablet is better than my PC. I mean, it's kind of a fine line, yeah. So let's say you did the sketch and full color, would the conversion of static image to animation be really of an issue, yeah? I personally do not like that. Okay, okay, everybody can agree to disagree, yeah. So let's all be adults here, yeah. All of us have the power to agree to disagree, yeah. I personally do not like that. However, I'm gonna add this however here, yeah. I feel that there's an extent of AI that's, or whatever you call AI, okay, yeah, because nowadays AI can mean 1,000,001 things, yeah. So there's an extent to AI where in the past, I think AI was actually being used to a certain extent as well, yeah. Before it was even called AI. Like, if you remember, like I want to say Michael Jackson, yeah. Like some of the 2000s film, okay, yeah, where they have characters morph, okay, like they morph from human to animal or monster to animal, yeah. They have this, like, this morph animation, I don't know how to describe, yeah. Like this very smooth warping transition to it, yeah. It's essentially a click of a button in Adobe After Effects sometimes, yeah. So essentially the entire thing was the entire thing was automated, yeah. And at the same time, we also have things such as, when Michael Jackson, was it Michael Jackson who transformed into a panther or something like that, yeah? That was done by manual work. Okay, yeah? So, there's a very fine line of what is okay, what is not okay, yeah? So, while I'm not agreeable to using it, okay, yeah, I cannot stop people from using it. Let's be honest, yeah. It's already out there. It's out in the world, yeah. I can't stop people from using it, yeah. I'm not agreeable to it, okay, yeah. I would not pay someone to do that for me, okay, yeah. However, at the same time, do not hide the fact that you use AI to animate it. Yes, yeah. I think the bigger thing is be honest. If you are going to use AI, just say you use AI. Don't hide it. Well, I'll say preferably do not use AI because I think it takes away an aspect of animation. It takes away an aspect of exploration, yeah? Alright, when you use AI. So think about it. If I use AI to generate art, okay, yeah, I actually lose the ability to actually experience the growth of art. I lose the ability to actually explore different art styles. I lose the experience of actually making the mistakes, yeah, and then realizing my own art style, realizing my own art direction, yeah, and realizing my own creative journey, yeah. The moment you start depending on AI to do on a lot of things, yeah, you lose the entire journey. Like yes, you took a shortcut to get to the end to get your results, yeah, but a lot of times, it's not the result that matters most importantly, yeah. It's the journey to get to the results, yeah. I hope that explains, yeah, Aquam Crits, yeah. Like, yeah. That's what I feel. It's always the journey, yeah. At the end of the day, art is, experiencing someone's journey and being amazed by someone's perspective on things, yeah. Not click of a button. If you get what I mean, yeah. So, yeah, a long story short, I can't stop anybody from using it, but at the same time, I will not, it won't be a, it won't be something I'll support, if that makes sense, yeah. Alright, let's use this whatever I'm working on as an example right now, yeah. Like, yes, I have drawn this, okay, I've been slowly working on this, very slow in fact, because I've been working on commissions and on, yeah. But at the same time, now when I come back to it, I go like, wait, maybe the head is a bit too large. Maybe this is a bit too, like, I am taking a visual break from my work, and once I come back to it, I see visual mistakes that I could fix, yeah. Right, and I learn from it. So next time when I draw, okay, I need to make sure that I do not I do not do that sort of angle, yeah. Okay, and the moment you start using AI, yeah, you don't experience that. Like even for myself right now, yeah, I am learning a lot of new softwares. I'm learning a lot of new new stuff, yeah. And I'll not be on this learning journey if I just depend everything on AI, that sort of thing, yeah. Okay, and is the analog horror Zetsu? Analog horror Zetsu. okay, I just realized what you're asking. Alright, yes and no. How are you going to look at it? Yeah. Alright, so what you actually see here that I've drawn is actually a YouTube thumbnail that I'm working on, yeah. Alright. Anya, can your voice is get adult? What adult? I'm not an adult. I'm a baby. I'm a kitten. Yes, yeah. Alright, so anyways, yeah, like I was saying, alright, I'll try working. This is actually a YouTube thumbnail I'm working on. So the topic is Zetsu going to go global? Yeah. Did I get flu? No. I think my voice got a little huskier after I had a recent after I had a recent bad flu in June. I think my voice was a little huskier, yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. Oh, that is my mic. Hi. Iron Spider plus Ichigo equals Zetsu. Actually pretty true though. Okay, so another thing to basically just come and say hi, you're sleepy. Okay, onion suminya sardinka. Yeah. Alright, so okay, what was I saying? Okay, this thumbnail, it's basically to explain how I personally feel that Zetsu can crush the global market, which is why, and that's the best time, yeah, because you've got Power Rangers, which is on a weird status. Okay, yeah, you got Marvel, which is why I drew Iron Man helmet then, yeah. That is pretty much the summary, yeah. Amazing Gummy, not your Gavunia. I have not seen the full picture of Amazing Gummy, yeah, and I refuse to look up for it. Okay, I'm refusing to look at it until the new episode is out. Because I want to experience as intended. All I see of Amazing Gummy is just whatever you saw in the shot. Yes, yeah. Water tear! How's that meowing breeze? Actually, let me hydrate also again, yeah. For those who are curious, yeah, today I'm actually streaming on 2 platforms. Alright. I'm streaming on our dear red platform and the purple platform, yeah. Okay, so I'm also looking at possibly starting streams on TikTok. I have not finalized how I'm gonna do that, yeah. Mostly because I'm gonna be very honest here. My biggest issue with TikTok right now is I can't read the chat. I'll need my phone next to me to read the chat, but I've already got too many screens on hand here. Hello. Oh yes, hi cousin. That reminds me. Today we are contenting. Yes, yeah. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so January I do not have okay. Okay, so I have 10 monitors. Alright, you've been radio mode. Bye bye, Dinka. And Kaza had the boom. Ain't the cheese slap? What the meow? I'm so sorry for those on the vertical platform. This is not translating at all. Yes, okay. Effects are only enjoyed on the horizontal platform because that is the GOAT format. Okay, yeah. Vertical streams. Why y'all even trying? Okay, I got all the smashes. I know, yeah. Okay, so another thing, like I am I want to say what do I want to say, yeah? Oh no! Our cat has disconnected from the chat. Alright, if you ever remember what I was talking about, just mention in the chat here because I have completely forgot what I'm talking about here. Okay, welcome to ADHD, the Orange Cat One Brain Cell ADHD. Okay, Nia. Alright, so okay, so for now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing the this one over here. Alright, so this thumbnail should be quite self-explanatory, yeah, I feel. Okay, Hey, so let's do the body first. Okay, let me get my thing set up here. Hey, so in the body, I'm gonna move the belt a little bit. Yes. All right. Okay. Right, this should be good. I probably don't have to do too much effort on the belt because, like you can see, it's gonna get covered anyways. Yeah. So, anyways, talking about stuff again. Oh, can I talk to you about something really, really depressing? Yes, yeah. I want to chat about something really depressing. Yeah. So I believe, like I'm not sure how many of you know that I was in a very depressed arc. Okay, like a very depressed state for a very long time. During the past 1 year or over 1 year, half a year, I do not know. I kind of like lost track of how long I was like in this very depressed state. Yeah. So I was actually in this very depressed state for a while already. Yeah. Then during this time I was actually very depressed. Yeah. Actually, was like, okay, I want to give it on content creation. Like, yes, I'm not even like gonna like say, oh no, everything was fine. And then I was actually on the verge of wanting to give up on content creation as a whole. Yeah. Right, because I felt like I was going nowhere with a lot of things I was working on. Yeah. However, I went to try to get a job. Yes, yeah, I went out to try to get a job. I tried to like go to job fairs and all. Yeah, and that was when I was actually even more disgusted. Okay, yeah, I'm going to use the word disgusted, yeah, because what happened was I went to the job fair and they say, oh, we are looking for animators. Right, so to me, it's, oh, okay, there's animation jobs in Singapore, alright? So I was like, let's go try out the animation jobs. It looks fine, okay? I don't see anything wrong with going for animation job. Like, to me, animation, art jobs, whatever, if it's going to pay the bills, I'm not going to complain that much. Also, I thought, yeah. Then, while I went for the job, so-called the on-site job interview thing, yeah, the first question they asked me is, do you know how to use AI? Like, literally, do you know how to use AI? I was like, what the heck? I'm here applying for animation job or artist job here, and your first question is, do you know how to use AI to generate animation or videos here? That is the sad state of, a lot of our design and arts industry in Singapore, yeah. So that was when I actually sort of decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to hack the local industry, yeah, and I'm just going to focus on trying to build my own career online, yeah. Just like checking out, go head out to bed early. Okay, nice number with all the cat food that you're using it. Thanks so much for dropping by, yeah. Yes, yeah. But yeah, it's a disgusting question, right? I could not believe that I was asked that by a relatively huge company in Singapore. Yes, yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna like burn my ties with them by naming them, okay? Because who knows, I might end up doing non-AI projects with them one day now, okay? Because if you know which companies they are, like, let's be honest, that you don't have much choices in Singapore. Yeah? It's either A or A. Let me just summarize. It's either A or A. Okay, so I believe you can, for those Singaporeans, you know which company I'm talking about already. Yeah? It's either A or A. I don't even have to like say too much, but I'm not gonna mention names, okay? Yeah? Because I hate mentioning them sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, it was actually a very disgusting question. I was actually quite shocked that they asked me that question per se. Yeah. It sort of like shows me, is this what our art, is this what's left of our art industry? Like, are they literally gonna ask me such a disgusting question? But apparently, yeah, it is literally that disgusting, yeah, and our industry is in that state for whatever this, yeah. So, am I still gonna be creating content? Definitely, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, okay, yeah. It's actually very sad to see that, your own homeland have zero respect for artists in such a major place, yeah. About AI in art and not in the AI and not in AI programming is the later you need to do with data project, anti-hacking and all. Yeah, form is just amount annoyance to viewers. Yeah, I don't agree with that though. Yes, yeah. So while it can be a mild annoyance to viewers when it comes to AI and all, okay, yeah, you need to understand that for AI to be trained on, your personal face was studied. Yes, you can say that, yes, AI art is trained on artist works and on, yeah. But how many AI okay. Let me just restart this part, okay, yeah? So the problem with AI in art and not AI in programming is the later you need to deal with data protection, anti-hacking and optimization, yeah. How on the former, which is AI art, okay, it's just amount annoyance to viewers, yeah. I actually do not agree with this point, yeah, mostly because for AI to be trained, they have taken your passport photos, okay, yeah, they've taken your ID photos, they've taken your medical photos, they've taken basically every, ounce of your existence, yeah, to actually train the AI models, yeah. If not, if it was just solely trained on art, yeah, okay, it'll only be able to come up with cartoon pictures, yeah, but no, what was the first thing they tried to do? Will Smith eating spaghetti, yeah. Why is that the case, yeah? Because they've taken our likeness, yeah? They've taken everything from security footage, they've taken everything from our personal photos, our graduation photos, yeah? And all throw it into the whole AI system to learn, yeah? Without our permission. That is, where I think it's a bigger issue, yeah? Like, yes, you can say our data can get hacked or not, yeah? But you know what? They are going to hack our stuff to get our photos to train more AI. That is what they're going to do at the end of the day, yeah? And if not, you know what? They're just going to say, oh, by using our Samsung camera, yeah, we're going to take your Samsung images, okay? They take your Samsung and iPhone, yeah, and train our AI with it. That's literally what's happening, to be honest, yeah. For a lot of things, yeah. Alright, so the thing is, there is, okay, then let me bring it to the next point. Yeah. There is something called ethical AI, where it's trained on ethical, ethically sourced places, yeah. That can be the same for both programming as well as art. But let's be fair, anybody who can generate a proper AI generator right now, yeah, is probably going to use a single base that has taken all our photos for the past 50 years or more. Yes, yeah. Alright. Here's the thing. I am gonna defend the phone companies to a certain extent. Okay? Half of what they advertise as AI is not AI. Okay? And I'm gonna show it to you right now here. So, one thing I love, one AI feature, alright, that I love in my current tablet is if I want to do a screenshot, I can go under the crop and auto find my canvas and it's done. I personally don't think this is what they would call AI in the old terms of AI. Yeah. I think this is just auto image recognition. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with this because we've been using auto image recognition for things like autofocus. Yeah. We've been using auto image recognition, yeah, for like what? Essentially something like a magic wand of sorts, yeah. So I feel that a lot of these things, this is obviously not AI. This is just bundled into AI because they call every single dog shit AI these days, yeah. Like literally, Oh, you press a heck. Do you know what's one of the most powerful AIs we have seen in recent years that actually works? It was not developed in the past 10 years, okay, yeah? One of the most powerful AIs I've seen working, all right, was developed, I think, at least 20 to 30 years ago. And that's called our lifts. You know the lift, you click the button, beep, so it goes up and it goes down, yeah? All right? The AI can detect which floor you're on when you press the button, yeah? And then they can distribute which floor to pick people up, which floor to open the door, which floor to close the door. And it's completely AI generated path. Do you see my point here? That is called a very powerful AI that is in most of our buildings these days. Yeah? Yeah, our elevator tech is AI, right? They can detect, they will understand which floor you want to go to just by tapping, pressing a button, right? Right? AI technology. Wow. Yes, yeah. I think this sounds out those screenshots. Okay, do you know the funny part is, yes, this is Windows screenshot capability here, but when I swipe, they put AI selection. It's called AI selection. Did you see my problem? Aquam creates here. You just proved my point. Like literally, they call this is under part of the AI tools. Path optimization algorithms. Yes. So can you please call things like, image generation, called image generation here. Don't call it AI. That's one side thing I have here. And for fish and chips, you use Ramolite. What's Ramolite? I've actually never heard of it. Dragon Head Genia. Let the AI handle the chores and tasks so you can draw more and create. Yeah. I'll create so you have to do the chores, and I know, right? Okay, I'm so sorry to all the data entry people out there, okay, yeah? But I'm pretty sure you hate your job entering data entries every single day, yeah? Where you're given a spreadsheet and you manually key in everything, right? I don't understand why AI until today cannot sort out our Excel sheets for us properly. Like imagine I can just take invoice snap, it has automatically set up all my tax payment and everything for me. Yeah, I can tell AI, hey AI, I need to I want to send a quotation for this person. Yeah, I want to charge $600. Help me settle the rest. No, our AI can't do that. We have to do that ourselves. What the put is wrong with AI? That is what AI should be used for. Okay. Don't you agree? And think that in Elemental Boy, how's it meowing? Yes, don't worry, Elemental Boy. I am okay after last night being in the rain. Yes, yeah. Fun fact, I was in the rain last night. Because I was being stupid. Okay, actually it's more of I was actually studying, like doing art studies outside here. Yes, today doing okay, just catching up with work. Yeah. But yeah. What? Aquan creates, yeah. I can say the same thing as you, right? Don't be lazy, learn how to animate. Do you see my point? Did you see my point? Yes, yeah. Don't be lazy. Learn to create. Learn your own art journey. Yeah. I made home safely. Yeah. that's the thing again, yeah. If you want to say something about AI, then it has to be equal all the way, right? Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, honestly, when it comes to art and all, yeah, I always feel that the journey is actually very important, yeah. Like how you get to where you are today, yeah. Like, let's be honest, I cannot, I won't be able to share a lot of the stories I share with you all, yeah, if I depend on AI to do all my art stuff, yeah. Like, a lot of the stories I share with you all, like, you know, the whole industry issue, yeah, the whole, bad clients I deal with sometimes, yeah, okay. For this full disclaimer, Zina is a wonderful client. Yes. Zina has seen me through the dark times. Yes, yeah. Yeah, so personally, I'll say that end of the day we just need to do what we want to do, yeah, and yeah. Had to do all the newest achievements, it'll be tricky. Ah, nice. Okay. So, what I'm gonna try in this artwork that I'm working on today, yeah, is a couple of things. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing in this one is I'm gonna keep to a few rules to myself, yeah, for this artwork I'm working on. Number one is gonna be very, very, very cell shaded. Okay, yeah, like whatever I do is gonna be very cell shaded. Yeah, I'm gonna not care too much about, oh, is this lighting good? Is that lighting good? No. Okay, there's also gonna be very minimal highlights and on here. So the whole reason for that is I am trying to do I'm trying to come out a style to manage doing thumbnails, yeah. Because when it comes to thumbnails, yeah, there are some thumbnails I want custom thumbnail art, but I do not want to spend too much time on doing thumbnails here. So I need to learn how to get things out done in a short period of time here, and that is my goal for this here. So if you tell me, oh, Kochi, you didn't add the detail for Zetsu here and there, I know I'm skipping a lot of details here. Right, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to churn out content faster here. Not just for not just for my Toku channel, but my art channel as well, yeah. So these are some of the things I do want to look into, and how am I supposed to improve here. Because one thing I've definitely found as my personal weakness here is I draw really slow. I put way too much concern into not important things of the artwork here. So I do want to make it my my current learning point to, like, okay, I want to get things done fast. Yes, yeah. So we're going to go with dynamic lighting. We are going to go with we're going to go with getting things done fast and nice, yeah. So like right now, yes, I've done one layer of shading here. I'm going to go for a second layer of shading where I'm literally just going to go at the core portions only here. So you can definitely see, okay, I want this harsh, nice lighting, and that's all the lighting this is going to get on this end here. Okay, then it'll be the heat already. So it's going to give me a very comic book style of lighting. I sort of understand that here. Another thing is I'm going to play very heavily on backlightings. You see, that is something I sort of learned from a previous project here that I was working on, that backlightings can really help the image to pop, and that is going to be like my number one focus when it comes to, like, you know, creating lightings and highlights. I'm not going to bother about, oh, is this going to be shiny material or what material? No, because at the end of the day, I need to, like, you know, set in focus on, I need to get this portion done nicely. I need to get that portion done nicely. So I think that's more important than getting things to look good. Not say getting things to look good, yeah, but I need to make sure that I have my sights focused on what I want here. Or if not, I'll never finish work. Let me see. Okay. Alright, yeah. So right now, I'm just focusing on getting the colors in very nicely. Yeah? I'm not going to use soft light. What's a screen? The screen's a bit too strong. Okay, you know what? We'll stick with screen. I'll just delete this again. We go for screen again. Alright, and then I'm gonna use screen, lower the opacity. Yeah, so you can definitely see the highlights of the things. And then I'm gonna highlight this part here. So you can actually see the whole arm and the whole details there already. Yeah. Actually, the one on top should be yellow. No, it should be blue because it's coming from behind here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so these are the thoughts process that you need to go through when you're actually drawing. Yeah, like if you got any questions on my thought process on why I chose what color and on, feel free to ask me. Because sometimes it's through this kind of things that I actually learn how I want to get artwork done. And I think this is just part of the very important learning journey. Yeah. That people actually go through as they learn their art and on. Okay. So now the question is, do I want to go with soft light, or do I want to go with see how hard light goes? Alright, hard light is this. I think I'll go with okay, I think I'll go with screen. Yes. So going to go with screen. Would it be better with this? Because just now no, I'm going to stick back to the blue. Or should I go with this blue? Okay, this blue is better. Alright, yeah. So I'm going to go with this blue over here. Okay. Then I'm going to go with the next layer, which is the head. So head-wise, let's keep it fast and simple here. There's going to be some texturing done to the head because it's the head. Alright, the head always needs the most details, no matter what you're doing here. So let me first pull out the base color. Okay, base color done. Alright. Then I'm going to go on to add in the accent colors here. So it's going to be the green. Okay. I'm going to make it a bit brighter because it's the head. Alright, then I'm going to go with the red. I go for brighter red. Okay. So this would be the eyes. Okay. Then I'm going to go for the silver. Okay, we actually don't have any silver to reference from. Okay, I'm going to use a blue silver here. Then I'm going to put this here. Alright, so in this silver over here, I'm also going to use a alpha lock. And then copy over the thing over here. Okay, alpha lock this, and then let's go for very dark blue that's different from the rest of blacks that we're using here. Okay, to do this part. Alright, we're gonna use this next. Okay, and make sure we're gonna get a very a slightly darker one because it's gonna be here at the bottom of the mouth. Alright, yeah, and then black all the way. So the black, I'm gonna use the base black that I've already used over here. There we go. So this is gonna be the Zetsu. Okay, yeah. So let's start by doing in the basic shadings here. So shadings, I'm gonna use a slightly different approach. Okay, because there are different layer of things I want to shade here. So first thing I'm going to shade is going to be this over here. So once again, shading wise, I am not going to be like, going to come out with the most complex shading. No, like I said, my number one focus is to have a very clear and fast shading approach to this here, because that is how I should be generating content faster here. It serves both as, a YouTube growth thing here, as well as a personal growth thing. Yes, yeah. I think that's just important, that aspect here. Okay, so I'm going to go for multiply. So you have the shades over there. Followed by, we're going to do this shade over here. Okay, selection from layer, create, selection. Okay, we're going to just go over here. So as much as I say I won't be giving much of focus on anything here, it's like if I gotta do a human face, I'll put more focus on the face than the rest of the body here, because let's be honest here, it's just gonna be as a thumbnail. I don't think most people will look at it more than 1 second anyways here. But more importantly is making sure that it looks good still. Yes, yeah. Okay. There we go, we got the part done. Below here, I'm going to add a bit of shading over here to the lines over here. Okay, done. Alright. Okay, next thing I need to do is I need to focus on doing the lights for the... Okay, I'm going to focus on the line art first. Do I want to do anything like that? Yes, I'm going to go over here. CV. To keep it simple, okay, I'm not going to like, oh, I want to do somewhat special dark lines. No. I'm just going to do this very simple. Increase outline at the corner. Or was it outline thing? Yes, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Not gonna do anything beyond that here. As once again, it's still very important to keep note that my key focus here is to get a very fast artwork done. It's here not to get, the most complex and the most beautiful artwork done here. So it's an aspect of things that, I need to like keep focus on. Okay, I want that part that to be done nicely here. So the thickness in this one over here, can go a lot thicker. Okay, followed by the body. You see, I'm gonna go back to the eyes later on. The eyes will be the last thing I'll do in here. Okay, so the body over here. I'm also gonna add the thickness to the line. Okay, and then I'm gonna end off with finishing this part here. Alright, so now that the body here is done, okay, what I'm gonna do next here is oh wait, now that I can see the whole picture like this here, I'm gonna add a bit more shading to the body first. Yes, yeah. Yeah, so you can see that I'm actually very wishy-washy on how I do things. Okay, so which is fine, okay? When you're artist, it's okay to be wishy-washy, trust me. But know when to stop. I think that's the most important thing here. Because some artists will just carry on for the next 20 days and they're not going to have anything done here. But yeah, so long you know how to control your actions, I think it's fine. Yes, anything is fine. Okay. Hello, how's it meowing? Yeah. You see having issues with your anime body proportions when you do some poses. You did manage to get some standing pose correct. You use real life pose references to practice with it, yeah? My suggestion for learning, alright, is Okay, let me just show you how I practice my work, okay? And night. Don't forget we swear sorry chili. Yeah. Okay, so also when coloring, do I need to determine light source direction? I think you should bother about that last. Yes, yeah. Focus on one thing at a time. Don't ask 10 things at a time, yeah. That is my personal approach to things, yeah. So for example, okay, let me just show you examples on what I mean by that, yeah, is let's say you want to get something done. Okay, I'll always suggest that set a side of, like, you know, things you want to achieve with each practice. Yeah, don't automatically go with, okay, I want to get everything done at one shot. You will burn yourself out and you think it's overwhelming. Yeah. So what I'll suggest, for example, okay, yeah, first thing you practice, I have not actually done my practice in a few days, actually a week or so already. Yeah. Okay, 1k square. Okay, so first thing you should practice, okay, yeah, is boxes. I don't know how many times people have told you this, yeah, but always practice boxes. Yes, yeah. So boxes is actually going to be very simple here. All you want to do is also remember to turn off most of your stabilization. For practice, you don't need stabilization, okay? You just need to get your pen out. Okay, practice boxes. This is square. How do you turn the box in different directions? Yeah. I know it doesn't look good, it's fine. Okay, yeah? Then practice boxes in if you're looking at it from a certain direction. Okay. Alright, practice boxes. This is very important here. After you have done practicing on the boxes here, next thing you need to do is draw in the cubes. So just do this. Yes, yeah. Right? If you're having struggling proportions, this is where I'll suggest you start with first. Yeah. Okay. Don't use the, I know digital art, there's the what shift tool to do this. Don't do that. Okay, yeah, just draw. Practice. That is what you want, yeah. Okay, so after you practice your boxes, yeah, then the next thing you want to do is you want to pick I would suggest actually studying with anime references. Yeah. I know a lot of people say go practice real life references. I'll actually say study anime references. Yeah. So after that, what you want to do is look for a good anime reference. Can you see on my left hand side over here? Yeah. Actually, let me just change the whole window. Workspace. Some cat study. Okay. So what you want to do after that is you look for simple anime stuff. This is going to be what I consider simple here. Alright. So what you do over here is you just look at this and do not trace directly on top of it. Just make sure it's side by side and then just follow. Okay. Hey. The reason why anime is easier is because some of the aspects of the body is really stylized and easier for you to follow here. Okay. Alright, once again, do not bother about details. You want to get the practice in more than the details here. So even for the legs, okay, you can see I'm actually doing very, very simple sketches. I'm not even like copying it wholesale here. Okay, just need to make sure that the positions are there. Okay, front of leg, back of leg, you can tell the difference. So normally how you tell the difference between the front and back of leg here is from the it's from how the leg curves. So these are things you need to learn as well here. Like you can see, this is the back of the leg because of the curve over here. Yeah, so you just need to practice where things curve, and I think that's very important. Oh yeah, the Ctrl Z doesn't work on this one. I think was it number 2? Can't remember. This is my T1. Okay. Hey. So yeah, so after you got this in, let's do the hands. Okay. Do a quick one of the hands. So this itself should be good enough for you to get the basic proportions down here. After you get this basic proportions down, then you go in and this is not practically, this is called studying. The next part is called studying already here. Then you start drawing in your details. Okay, like for your head, you gotta make sure you get everything in nicely. Well, I mean details, I don't mean not facial features and all. I mean like drawing in like this. Okay, eyes is good enough. Okay, mouth. So you get the positions. Then always draw in the ears. Yes. Okay, after that we're going to go down to the neck. Okay, so this is the part you might struggle with, like, oh, what is correct, what is wrong here. That's where you start to refer. How many heads is this artwork here? Like, different artists have different styles, so you just see how many heads this is. Okay, and then make sure you just follow. So this is about 6 heads tall, more or less here. Alright, so after you got that one in, remember the nice lines are not so important here. What's more important is your practice. Okay, I just keep on forgetting that I don't have Ctrl Z on this setup. Alright, and then for proportions and on here, always remember to mark where's your front. This is very important, like where's the front of your body. Okay, midpoint of the body, the waist, right? Make sure you get all the lines in, because this is very important for your own learning here. So even the chest line, okay, boobas are gonna be here. You see it? Okay, and then every day just do a couple of this practice here. It should be good enough for you to definitely get a head start. Then you start looking into, you know, tutorials on how to draw proportions and all. The reason why you want to do this, okay, number one is to learn the how people do the poses and all. Secondly is you want to actually, when you learn a tutorial, you want to be able to, okay, I am fixing this problem, I am fixing that problem here. If you don't even start with this here, okay, you won't know where your initial problems are here. Like, you need to make the mistakes first. It's not going to look good. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to tell you here, like, when you first start, this is not going to look good here. Even, to be honest, right, current one is concept pretty good for the practice standards already here. But it's definitely not going to look good. Don't worry about that here. Yeah, Akon creates. I hope that answers your question here. Like, focus on the proportions first. Okay, focus on getting things down first here. Then you move on to the lighting and shading later on here. It's like when I first started art practice here, like earlier this year, well, like, okay, I want to go full on art stuff and on here. My first thing I want to focus on is I want to get the I want to learn Pokemon animation art style. Okay, like the current Pokemon anime art style here. So my first approach was, okay, I want to get the how they get the lines down. Okay, so some of the things that I pick up from that until today here is, instead of drawing, like, you know, an eye like this, okay, what I do right now here is I'll draw it like this. Okay, you can see a difference. One is I shade the whole thing in, the other one is just like this, and then I erase from here. So this is something that I learned from a lot of the animation styles here. Then I color inside, I fill in the color. So there are different ways of getting things done here. There's advantage and disadvantage to certain things. You get different art styles from certain things here. And I think end of the day, you really just want to understand where you're going with things here. So right now, for example, I'm going to be like very straight out honest here. I'm learning how to do, what's it called? how to do cell shading. Very simple cell shading here. And hi, testing message. I can see your message here. Wait, did my stream go off? No, right? You see, I can see a testing message here. Wait, was stream not working just now? No, yeah, okay. Alright, so it's a mobile app website. Okay, yeah. But yeah, Aquan creates. Okay, so let me just switch over to the tablet again. Okay, so you can see, all right, what animes I've been watching. Sorry. You can literally see what animes I've been watching from my own reference here. Yeah. Okay, you can see that I've been watching horses. Okay, but at the same time, the reason why I screenshot these, okay, yeah, is because I am now studying how to do cell shading. So you can see, all right, there's one level of shading here, and there's a second level of shading. Remember how I did my, I literally just did this, okay, yeah, with my artwork. I was like, okay, let's just do shading 1, shading 2, and just be done with it, yeah. So this is what I've been learning. Okay, of course, I did add like the back highlights. There was an additional thing, yeah. So, like simple shading and all, I also try to follow them. Okay, if it's just a straight shading, it's just going to straight shading, yeah. If there's fold and bends on the clothes here, I use shading to show the fold and bends. I don't even draw the fold and bends. That's exactly what I did on the other side as well here. So over here as well, you can see there's almost no shading except for the neck and just the hair and the boobas. Because that's where you draw the shading to create the shapes here. So in reference to what I do, which is obviously very far detached from in reference to what I do, which is very, very far detached from my my reference, which is Uma Musumania. You can see the few things I picked up. 2 rounds of shading. So you got 1 round of shade, second round of shade. Similar to how they did the shot over there here. Next thing is, over here I've got okay, most of my shadings, yes, I got some lines here, but most of my shadings like here to generate the curves on the body. You can see the curves, all the details of the things are all shaded in. I actually didn't draw in the details here. I just let the shade do the job. Yeah, so those are things that I pick up just by studying the artwork here, and then use it to my... Oh wait, I didn't turn on my tablet. Okay, so once again, alright, sorry. So you can see that over here, what I did for my own studies here is, okay, the shading, I have 1 layer of shade, 2 layers of shades. Okay, I got 2 layers of shade literally done over there. Okay, you can see my marking there. Yeah, just 2 layers of shades. Right, that's exactly how they did the shading down here. Even down here, where the shading just cross like this, I don't care. That's how they do in anime as well here, because it's to save time and production here. Alright, then the other thing that they change up as well here is using the shading to tell you know, folds and bends. Yeah, that's exactly what I did here. So what I'm doing and the detailing like over here. So the whole idea is to use what I learned from those screenshots when I watched Avermedia, and then I just implement it directly in here. So yeah, that's personally how I study. I literally use my references. It can look very separate here, but where I studying, I want to get this simple style shading in. That's my focus. I don't derive for anything else. Yeah. So if you're going to focus on, let's say, proportions here, fix your proportions first. Yes. End of rant of whatever you call it. Yeah. End of discussion. Discussion, not really end of discussion, but you get my point. It's just, yeah, the end of Cat's short lesson. And yes, Golshi. Oh, talking about Golshi, I finally cleared career mode with Golshi. The number of times I was like at the finales and then I run out of hourglasses because Golshi is being Golshi, yeah. Yes. Okay. So another thing I learned is also asymmetry. So you can definitely see that I already shaded body, but I'm going to just bump up one side and bump down the other side, so it doesn't look like it's. It looks more dynamic when it's not like arms over here. It's more dynamic when one is up, one is down. Yeah. Never have any lines look straight, unless it needs to be straight like the head. Yes, yeah. Actually, I'll say that Uma Musume is one of the best games for artists to play. Like on all seriousness here, I think Uma Musume is a very good game for artists to play. Number one, there is almost no FOMO. Yes, yeah. Because one problem I find artists always struggle with is, when it comes to games, you need to keep up with logins and all. It gets very tiring. Right? I've never had that issue with Uma Musume. Yes, yeah. And illustration looking pork. Yeah. That's the whole idea. I just want to get this done. I want to finish this by today actually. So I got what things to put on my Toku channel here. Oh yeah, but Penta, how have you been? I know recently things happen, but you doing better now here? Yes, yeah. Yeah, one more thing I learned, color accuracy is not the most important thing in artwork. But instead, color, knowing what colors you want to do and knowing how you manage colors, I think is more important here. Hey, Terry said Paris bait because he can't climb the love. No. Yes, yeah. Oh, triggers achievement of 24 karat rush. Nice. But are you back at work full force already? Yeah. Oh, you're taking the next few weeks slow and off. Yes, yeah. Not yet, my struggle sleep, so you're here. No. It happens, yeah. Insomnia is a real thing, okay? Anybody who tells you otherwise, fucking news. Yeah. Alright. Looks like try to find something to cover you, but you hope to resume some work next week. I see, yeah. Hey. I see. That's very tricky one. Had to find ancient statue in the mesa. I see, yeah. You need the money papers. Yeah. That's the worst part. Time to open pencil kun. Go find me. Yes, yeah. So sell Pencil Kun merch to raise funds. Support the Pencil Kun. Yes, yeah. Right? Yes, no. Okay. Alright, edit, convert drawing the color. And then we come out, work on your own branding here. Hey. If you do, let me know, Nia. I need... What is it? I need help? Okay, am I allowed to talk about... Okay, actually I can just talk about here, Nia, because I'm not under NDA or what, Nia. So over the past few months, I've been coming out and working on my own doujin art and my own branding as well, yeah. So I'm not sure if you are still keen on going the convention route, like getting booths and all, yeah. So yeah, if you're still keen on the convention route, I am open to, like, you know, discuss if we can, like, work together, that sort of thing, yeah. That's a TLD, yeah. I guess personally, yeah, I'm still figuring out a lot of convention stuff right now, yeah. In fact, I've went for my first solo booth recently, yeah. Was actually not too bad an experience, to be fair. But I'm definitely eyeing to go into more bigger booths and all in the next couple of... I'll replan my schedule once I get back from KL, yeah. Later this month, yeah. But I do intend to do a lot more booth stuff in general, yeah. So if you're keen, yay! Booth buddies. Hey, for those that are wondering, did I get into like any argument with Baby Shark? Oh no, it was just I just want to just try a bit more boofing stuff, while Baby Shark wants to focus on other things as well. There's nothing wrong here, because I think it's just a difference in things I do. Of course, when it comes to boofing stuff, it ties very closely to my Toku related stuff, yeah, because I got a lot of Toku stuff I do on the boofing side of things, yeah. So that should maybe explain why I looking at doing that, yeah. Of course, to me, boofing is just the not so important part of everything, yeah, because ultimately I do want to really build up my online shop and presence, yeah, from there. I did bump into a couple of setbacks recently, yeah, but that's not gonna stop me. The cat is unstoppable until my wallet says so, which is why I had to stop. For a bit. Because Wallet Chan is like, Kochi, you have burst your budget. If anyone is wondering why I slowed down, yes, I was doing a lot of R&D with suppliers and all, and I blew my budget. Because some of the stuff I ordered online didn't come in as I wish they would. So I am now needing to save up for a second round of R&D. Yeah. No. If we go to conventions, it could be local cons. I don't intend to go overseas cons. I have my eyes set on an overseas con, but I am not going there until like next year. Yes, yeah. Like, I've actually targeted an event, not gonna lie, but I will not say which event I'm planning for until it happens. Yes, no. Because I'm also not confident that I can 100% go to the event, yeah, but that event is my current personal goal, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's good to have personal goals on what you want to do and on, yeah. So for me, that event itself, yeah, is a personal goal I'm gonna work towards for the time being, yeah. Yeah. Right, it's not okay, first, a couple of things I can say about my personal goal, yeah, it's not Comic Con. Or it's not an overseas Comic Con, at least, yeah. I'm talking about overseas booth, okay. Local Comic Con, I would love to possibly get a booth, hopefully, yeah. But overseas Comic Con, no. I'm not looking at any overseas Comic Con. Yes, yeah. So like, go to New York Comic Con. No. No. Straight up, I can tell you that's not my plan right now. Also, I'm not planning to go to US anytime soon. Yes, yeah. Hey, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with the US and all, yeah. It's just more of I don't think it's in my financial sanity to do that. Yes, yeah. That's the summary of it. Can you? Okay, so over here, let's go back to arms over here. Alright, and then let's go to body. So you can see one thing I'm playing with this time is a lot of the lightings. Okay, yeah. So I understand they are okay. I want the focus to be solely on the heads and the crushing, yeah. So next thing I need to do is I'm literally done with most part of this already, yeah. Now is to add in probably a bit of cracks to the helms, yeah. It's to add in a bit of cracks, and then I think I'm more or less done. Yes, yeah. Enough for one day, yeah. I think for me, yeah, the financial thing is definitely one aspect, yeah. Okay. All right. Multiply. Okay, so cracks, I'm just going to use shadows to represent cracks. That'd be good enough. So that's something I learned, like, you know, don't always have to illustrate every single thing here. Okay, so the only thing I probably have to do is do some Ctrl CV, so you can darken the cracks a little bit. Okay. Let me extend a bit more cracks to the bottom here on the armor side. Okay. At 50%. Alright, now that I've gotten this part done, yeah, next thing I need to do is let's use some of the brushes that I downloaded. Yay! I'm always excited to use all the brushes, yeah. Because the thing is, I have been downloading way more brushes than I actually need. To be fair. Yes, yeah, I've downloaded way too much brushes, yeah. So I'm just glad that I have a chance to use my brushes. That's all there is to it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, to get is as well the heaviest item in your weight. Oh no. It's okay, that is tough, yeah. Okay, I think actually I do not need to do this. Yeah, I can fix this later on, yeah. Okay. And the overall setup. Alright, so I got the clash done. Alright, next thing, let's go back to the head over here. Let's go to the eyes. Alright, so let's do the eyes for this, yeah, because the eyes is something I want to put a bit more focus on, since that is like the main selling point for Zetsu, to be honest, yeah. Okay. The eyes is one of the key features of Zetsu, yeah. I think it's really important. Alright, so you go for hatching texture. I should have my hexagon brush. What crack? Scratch brush? No. Is it anti-hatching? No, this is not cross-hatching. No. Backings. Okay, hexagon wall brush. There you go, cyber skills. This is the one I wanted. Yeah. Okay. Correction. Enable snapping. Okay. Alright, then go for darker one. Alright. Okay. Night. We have all the Caturteer for your dreams in your pencil. Yeah. And yes, I did read your comments. Oh, no worries. And hello, amazing genius. How's it meowing? Alcohol creates everyone insomnia. You burn out plus procrastination. No! The burnout is fine. No procrastination, yeah. Okay, that's toxic. Okay, please. If you're burnt out, please get some rest, yeah. Okay. Yes, yeah, let's catch up soon. Like tomorrow soon. Yes. Okay. Also, you guys make YouTubing a fun hobby. Makes, if you want to go back to hobby more than a side hustle, yeah, you may start a few game coding tutorials. With initially with a bit of views, yeah. Okay. First thing first is my question when it comes to tutorials. This is something that I experienced myself, so I'm very confident I can talk about this topic now. Okay. So when you create tutorials, yeah, what was your goal for creating tutorials? If your goal of creating tutorials is, I want to get viewers, then I'm going to be straight and tell you that forget it. Yes, yeah. If your goal for creating the tutorials is, I want to teach people, I want to share my knowledge, I share the joy, then go ahead and create the tutorials. Yeah. Because if you create tutorials solely for growth, yeah, I can tell you tutorials is a terrible niche to grow in. Yes, yeah, people get popular with tutorials, yeah, but it's also because they have the other aspect to it, yeah, where they're like, I want to teach people. Yes, yeah. If your main goal, like I say, if your main goal at the end of the day is to, if your main goal at the end of the day is to turn it into a side hustle, then I'll suggest there are better things to do than tutorials, yeah. If it's going to be a main, okay, like let me give it to you now. Yeah, I am not doing this art stuff as my side hustle. It's definitely my main hustle. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now I'm doing the side hustle stuff. Okay. Yeah. My main hustle is always like animation rigging. Okay, background art. Yeah. So these are my main stuff. Yeah. However, the reason why I do all this art journey stuff and all yeah is I do want to find a community where, you know, I can share my art journey with. Yeah. I want to find a community where I can talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, Ultraman and all stuff with. Yeah. If you all know my Toku site. Okay. At one stage, I was trying to turn my Toku into like, you know, a money generating machine. Yeah. Then I started to realize that no, that shouldn't be the direction I should be going with. Yeah. I should be, oh, if that's the direction I want to go with. Yeah. I should be opening an online store, like to sell the Bandai stuff and all. Yeah. But I realized I want to explore things in a different aspect. I want to explore content creation. I want to explore finding new people with me. Like, okay, not a lot of people say, why am I always like streaming watch parties? I think you know I stream watch parties over on my Toku channel. Yeah. Why do I stream watch parties here? The biggest reason why I stream watch parties, okay, is because I just want to have fun with people. I want to watch with people yeah, because I can obviously sit at home, turn on the screen and just watch my own Toku yeah. But it feels bad. Like, yeah, I've done that for a long time, okay? There's nothing wrong with it, yeah, but it just feels like, you know, I got no one to chat with about it, yeah. So, in the end, my approach to it was, okay, if I don't have anyone to chat with, yeah, I want to actually, like, you know, find someone to chat with. I want to, like, find my community. I want to find like-minded people, yeah, and that is how I started it, yeah. And then from there, I realized, hey, it's actually pretty interesting to share people new Toku stuff that they are not aware of. Okay, right? Series that I enjoy that people have never watched before yet. And through that I started to find my purpose where it's like, you know, community building, sharing my interests, yeah, all the stuff. So yeah, am I a loner? I don't. The thing is, if you're a loner, sometimes interacting on YouTube videos and communities is different from interacting in real life. Yeah. That is something I can tell you as someone who has how do I put it? Social anxiety issues. You see, I just gonna keep it as social anxiety issues. I do not know how to describe our problem. Yeah. But yeah. True that a lot of it is like, you know, learning what I want to do with things. Yeah. So never feel afraid to, like, you know, explore different things. Explore different options and all. Yeah. Get the photo! Oh, arigato nya. But yeah, sure. I mean, end of the day, it's, you know, everybody have their own approach to things. So I have my own approach to things as well. Yeah. Yeah, at least that's for me. Yeah. Okay. This is not what I want. I need texture. Cloud. Okay. All right. Okay. Mm. Alright, there you go. I think I will add a gradient map to this one, yeah. Layer, new correction layer, gradient map. I just want to see if gradient maps can give me something better. Yes, it's always about experimentation, vintage gradients. I want something more bluish. Ceremonial state. Oh, this is nice. Or the calf box. Okay, I like this ceremonial saber thing, yeah. Like, these are very nice effect to it. So I'm gonna stick to this. Followed by, I'm gonna go to the top here. And I'm gonna start doing effects and on here. So yeah. And the animal is Logan Wolf. Oh, nice. I believe you're gonna get Logan Wolf in on release day, yeah. You see that? Okay. Alright, so yes, you can now see that actually what I'm doing here is very simple works here. I'm not even like trying to overkill with the effects and on here. I'm just going in, just throwing in a bit of stuff here and there. So you can see, yes, I am creating based on where I want the heart shades to be. Okay, followed by another one over here. Okay. Alright. So next thing is got everything here. I'm gonna select. No. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna right click, selection from layer, create selection. Okay, then go below here, this layer, and I'm gonna use the glow effect. Auto runs. Okay, out the glow. There we go. Click. Alright, and then I'll select objects again. Out the glow. Okay, and then I'll do it one more time. So each time I do, it's actually going to become wider and wider. And that's what I want to achieve here. Okay, select one time. Go one time. Okay, there we go. We got what I need over here. Just to glow by a little bit. Okay. Alright, there we have it. Okay, so last thing I need to do here is the okay, only the sparks will surpass the colors here. Okay, so the sparks a bit in front. Okay, then a layer here. Okay, you're probably going to sleep. Alright, no problem. I'll concrete on your side. May have all the cattle for the drips in here. It's almost 2 AM for you here. Actually, or mayonnaise for fish and chips here. Yes! Ja crispy. Do you like fish and chips here? Personally, I'll prefer mayonnaise. Yes, fish and chips, I'll go for mayonnaise actually. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that huge of a fan of ketchup. Yeah. Like I prefer chili or mayonnaise. Yes, you know, like ketchup is just too overly sweet, I feel. Yes, yeah. Layers, new correction layer. Let's do the home curve. Yes, yeah. There we go. This is why I do tone curves. Ooh, it hits so different. Okay. All right. There we go. We got the whole thing done here. Yeah. Okay, there's a couple of things I want to change up here. First thing is I'm going to add some very solid red. With the soft brush. You see. Okay, and I'll probably use green. There we go. Okay, now the eyes are glowing. Perfect linear. Okay. Another couple of things here is yeah, probably could do this. Yes, yeah. Okay. Alright, there you have it. Artwork done. Yes, yeah. You bought logo at the release day, yeah. Nice. Okay. Anyways, okay. I'm done with this. I'm gonna save. Gonna export. Okay. There's a couple of things I need to do here. Okay, I need to get my open assets. Yes, yeah. Keep studio. Assets. Okay, this one. I need to definitely work on a better credit system. Yeah. I mean crediting myself. Yeah. I need a better system for that. Alright, there's also a couple of things I want to do right now. Filters. Render, pollen noise. Yeah, I think the lack of pollen noise is disturbing me. Yeah, baby. Okay, the pollen noise just finish up the look. Okay, yeah. Alright. Okay. I got a couple of kids from the adding yet, Yes. Okay. Surface. No. Export. Save as duplicate JPEG. Socials. Okay. All right. Documents. Arting. Save. Okay, yeah. Then we can do one more. No credit. File. save as JPEG. No credit. Okay. Alright, then I need to open the no credit version. Okay. Alright, and then I need to change the what is this? Okay, I need to change the resolution. Yes, yeah. Image size resolution 1080. Okay. Alright. This is that's going global thumbnail. Okay, now. Hey, there's 7 name cards from profile for me. Nice. Thanks so much. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if I'm gonna use this brush. Okay. All right. Okay. Global. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna be JPEG. Okay. CSP. Alright, I'm done! Yay! Thumbnail finish! Okay, Neil. I feel like our name cards is the background actually animates. Ooh, that sounds interesting, yeah. Okay, so anyways, today I'm gonna be ending stream here for now, yeah. I will be streaming tomorrow afternoon, that's for sure. Okay. Yeah, at least I finished work. To me, at least I finished my work, so I'm actually pretty satisfied. I'm going to be continuing more NDA work off stream, which is why I want to end stream here. But yeah. Well, thanks so much, everyone. It's me with all the Caturteer-Channel here. I hope you enjoyed me doing whatever artwork you saw me doing today, yeah. But yes, thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Okay, yeah, YouTube, I'm gonna head off first, yeah. So see you, YouTube. Yeah, yeah.